Well, you're not going to worry about
I'm
air
alive.
pollution and all that, because if I turn it up to where you can hear the music, the echo will be even worse for them. So can't do that, baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right, we is live. Let me quickly chuck a message out to the Discord.
You and your drinking accent. Oh, fuck.
How dare you? The Earth is a hot dog.
Huh? What's it about hot
I'm reading
dogs?
the rules.
Oh.
Wait, what
The
is
Earth
it?
is wiener shaped.
There we go, that's done.
This is my dice deck. Yes.
Alright, minimize Discord.
Except when I do right there.
Cool, that's fine there, that's fine
She
there.
was just shy. I usually get higher rolls.
It's just a China
So
You're good.
that's why I like
Good.
whenever I'm doing
You're okay.
because of I think this was it SV that's alert. Thank you.
You're good now. And, yeah, you're good. You hit 11.
No, it's Ella that's alert.
God damn it,
But
Raven.
either way, I usually have advantage.
Welcome back, Raven.
Welcome back. Yeah, anytime I have advantage, I always roll with these two.
There we go.
That'll let you best. And I've got a set of black and red die, but I'm saving those until you know what? Yeah,
Okay.
I'm out of these until I get ready to do Curse of Strahd.
You know what? Let's pick on Din. Din, recap of last episode, please.
So far, we are in the manor of Lord Mervac?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. My brain was
No worries.
for a second.
I think I'll want it.
We're in the manor of Lord Mervac, and so far we are Jazz, Jera, and Zelina?
Zelona.
Zelona. I'm going to keep butchering that name for some odd reason. Are in the study or the library.
Library, study, communal room.
Study, communal room, talking to 4 people that I have no idea about. Me and SV are exploring the 2nd floor.
Well, technically, these guys are on the ground floor. You guys are on the first floor.
They're on the ground floor and we're on the 1st floor.
Yes.
Well, I said 2nd floor because, yeah. We're on this 1st floor exploring around. And at the moment, we're just waiting for dinner.
Okay.
And Butter, you are going to be a menace.
Also to the viewers, very quickly. Yes, we know there is an echo. There is nothing we can do about said echo. I'm afraid you're going to have to deal with it the same as us.
Again, I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. It's all good. Okay.
You and your butter pets.
Butter's like, oh man, give me pets.
I'm getting my mod view pulled up too.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. So, yeah, like earlier I had a couple of bots in here going, oh, best viewers here, cheap viewers there. No, they're not. The best viewers and cheap viewers are here.
They're not cheap though.
They're not cheap. What's the nicest way I can put that? Jesus Christ.
Best views.
I've had enough heart attacks for one day. Mark. Bitch.
I subscribe to him through my Prime.
I need to turn that alert down. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That was funny.
What the hell was I gonna say now? Great. Fuck.
We were talking about the mic situation or the echo, and then
In game, I meant what was about to happen. Fuck. Oh yeah. So Jazzalona and Jera, you guys are again in the library study kind of communal room area. After a few moments of speaking with Evelyn, Jackal, Dermot, and Manax, Evelyn stands up as well. I'm going to get myself ready for dinner. I will see you all shortly. And why is she snapped a grid?
Shouldn't someone poof back in right now with us in this room?
oh yeah, M's character needs to be in there too. Cause remember
Oh
they were
yes,
AFK.
Alu. Was Alu still on the street here, or did I put Alu somewhere? Did I put Alu up top? No.
Think it,
Yeah, there they are.
There, yeah.
They were exploring the yard.
If I remember correctly, they were in the study as well, correct?
Yeah, they were just next to Zalona, I think.
Zalona, right next to you, Alu appears. You have blinked, and suddenly Alu is there.
I don't react because I'm used to people phasing in and out at this point.
That. In the moment, Evelyn stands up. Right, I am going to retire to my room until dinner is ready. And she goes out of the door, and then she will go some other place. Jackal and Dermot. Actually, no, Jackal and Manax stand up and go, well, I'm going to do the same. Alright. And they're all snapped back and grid for some reason.
Wow, Manax moves past me because I've been interacting with him for a bit,
Yep.
and he made this vague threat. I've been talking with we've been interacting for more than a minute here at least, right?
Yeah.
Safe to say. I would like to have inspected Manax in a certain ways. Like I'm going to size him up a bit using the Know Your Enemy ability from Fighter.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Does he have more hit points than me?
How many hit points do you currently have?
112.
112. Give me one moment.
damn, you have 112? Good lord.
Fighter, baby.
Oh, true.
I mean, I'm 110.
I have 101.
Hey,
Does he
you
have,
and me have the
does
same.
he have more than
Hey.
you? 112, yes?
Yeah.
He does have more than you.
Okay, good to know. Tough opponent. Does he have a higher armor class than me?
What is your AC?
16.
Bang on the same.
Good. Okay, then I have sized him up.
Okay. Would you like to do that to any other person here?
No, just the one that actually offered a fight. I was like, before we do that, I would like to literally look at the guy. I was like, should I fight this guy? My judgment is probably not.
Fair. So, yeah, as he walks past you, you take a note of his overall health and his armaments and weapons and armor and things like that. And yeah, health-wise, he seems maybe a bit healthier than you, but armor and gear-wise, looks roughly similar. Nope, shit, hold on. I was looking at the wrong one. No, my apologies. He has less HP than you,
Uh-huh.
and he... Do I have to give you a specific number on AC?
No, just more or less. Or same.
Less.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
my bad.
okay,
I was looking
okay.
at the wrong page. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Just you, Jazz, as you're sizing him up.
Nice. 22.
You've fought a couple of like bandit orcs here and there before. Even for a half orc, he seems pale.
Oh. Oh.
I out of game called it.
Dermot, now that the couch is free, takes a royal middle spot right in the centre as soon as I take him off of Snap's grid. There we go.
Spreads out.
Yeah, literally, like he leans back on the middle, spreads his arms across the two sides like a giant armchair. Right, so what are you lot doing in this region anyway?
Oh, I'm fleeing from the coast.
You're fleeing? Where from, if you
Well,
don't
I've
mind
been-
me asking?
I've been asked to leave, so I'm moving inland.
Ah. What was it? Land, goals, a woman?
I've outstayed my welcome.
Ah, a bit of a trouble.
Made the wrong friends.
Ah, dealing with bad groups. Well, from
That one.
what I know of this region, you should favour a bit better. Depends on the company you keep. Eyeing over to Salona, Alu, and Alu.
Em said she didn't hear what you said.
Hopefully you keep good company. And he looks over towards Zalona and Alu.
I'm quite content with the company I found.
That's very good. Good. Good friends, good wine, and he lifts up his glass. All has the makings of a good
as well.
life. And he takes a sip. Give me a moment, because I need to put these guys on where they are going. Would they? No, they would not. They would go straight up to their various rooms.
The last session, SV and Moon and I were actually about to be heading back towards the study.
Ah, okay.
We're actually on our way back towards the study.
Going to meet in a
Was going
staircase.
back.
Yeah.
You very much might. So you guys have 30 foot, correct? Of movement speed. Well, Moonlight, you have 25.
Yeah, I have 25.
Okay. We'll do a quick calculation here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Even going at 30 foot.
You were in need of,
They would... No, they would actually go past you further up the spiral staircase before you met them. I would say...
Okay.
Distance-wise, you guys would hear the footsteps going up the stairs, but you wouldn't see who. So I need my other map. Just for a second. So I can see which room they're going in.
These are actually worth money because the guy who created them passed away.
Okay, so if I'm guessing these locations correct, so I'm having to do this semi-blind. She would be here. Oh, Christ.
See,
Cece, alright?
losing her mind.
see, just mom coming through the door.
Ah. Jackal would go there, and Manax
Cece, come here.
go
Cece,
here, I believe? Yes.
no.
Okay. They would end up there. Okay,
Just
so
because they walk through the door doesn't mean you have to park.
Moon Eye and Split Vein. You guys come down the stairs and you hear the footsteps ascending.
Huh.
Seems you have missed someone on the way down.
I wonder who that was. Let's go to the study.
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. You guys arrive at the study. As you walk through the doors, you see a slightly drunk Jara. I didn't forget.
Look like you found something, Jara.
That was Jira.
Jara.
Jara, sorry.
Look like you found something.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Hope they don't notice it's gone.
Stabby, could you speak ever so louder? Ever so slightly louder.
Okay. Yeah, what I found was really good. I just hope they don't notice it's missing.
Wait, cat burglar then.
Why didn't I
You're
make that
guessing,
connection?
Well, technically
Cat
it's
burglar.
not missing. It's just you just have it for now.
Oh, why didn't I clock onto cat burglar earlier? God damn it.
I'll walk further into the room so SV could come on in.
Tell me, the moment do I come in, do I see Eric?
The bookshelf obscures your vision.
Dang it.
Actually, I
Could
don't know
walk in a bit, you will.
if you were stood there, would the angle still be the same?
Well, you can have a glimpse.
Yeah, I'd say you'd get a glimpse of the cat currently curled up on top of a bookshelf. Small ginger cat.
Immediately, SV's like, oh, Kitty, something that's of nature. He's not gonna barrel towards it though. Like that's not gonna.
That was
that's
going to be
not
my
his-
next question. That was going to be my. Do
No,
you
he's
barrel
not
through
barreling towards
bookcases?
Like he would know not to go running straight at a
cat.
strange cat.
Yeah. Especially if one that doesn't know you.
Yeah. But that is his focus. When he doesn't want to deal with people, he'll deal with the pets.
Fair. Okay. Ah, we have a few more guests. Dermot half turns on the couch and looks behind the couch, past the bookshelves. And what of you? What are you lot doing in this region?
Just passing through. With
I
this.
go where he goes.
Ah, little entourage. Tell me, halfling, what is your name?
My name is Moon Eye.
Ah, a very fitting name for this region.
And what is of yours?
I am Sir Dermot.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. And you? And he looks directly at you, Splitbane.
My name is Splitbane, but everybody calls me SV.
Ah, and a gentle soul by the looks of it, one of nature.
Mm-hmm.
And he just turns around.
This person is not in my interest. And SV don't care. Kidding.
And he takes another long sip of his wine.
Mr. Dermot, what do you do? What's your occupation?
Oh,
Need help?
much like Mervak, I'm a lord.
Ah,
Used to be a knight.
Go get your tissue one.
Served the kingdom well and was rewarded with land.
Why are you bleeding? What happened?
is your estate nearby, or have you traveled from far?
Roughly 3 days' journey. By horse and cart. Well, wagon. Coach, I should say. That's the correct term.
Goes to show there must be quite the party, if you feel like that's worth the effort.
Well, Mervak and me have been friends for most of our lives. It was him that convinced me into being a knight in the first place. I feel I owe him a slight debt, if nothing else. He may say I do not, but I still do.
Ah, very honourable. I can see why you were a knight.
I like to think so. But I have since retired from being a knight, and I've taken quite kindly to my land and people. And what of you? Jazz, was it?
Yes, right now I'm a nomad, a wanderer, but I still have many skills that I could use. I'm a teacher of sorts. I teach people the art of the sword.
Ah. By the looks of it, a bit of a fencer, correct?
Yes, yes. I've had my glory days in the fencing scene.
You mind? Yep.
But I'm afraid that's past as well.
Ah, maybe we should spar at some point. Test your metal.
Sounds fun.
See if I can knock any rust off.
Many of you are up for a challenge. Manax also offered a little tussle.
Manax, he mainly fights simply for the vain glory of it. There's something in his orcish side of his bloodline. Power and fame and glory, that kind of thing.
Ah, of course.
Random question. Would me hearing his name spark, or would I notice the name being odd? A little more
Manax?
vicious than most names? Yeah.
Give me a history check. Considering you're also a half-orc. Cool. We'll say DC. Yeah, okay.
8.
8. Okay. You've heard of the name Manax before. Not a family line or anything like that, but an old warrior that used to go about the land causing death and bloodshed pretty much wherever they went. You're not sure if it's the same Manax, but
Or like an heir.
maybe an heir or something. You're not too sure.
I want to say like, so basically, okay, so with that knowledge, SV will be like, my father used to tell me tales of a person by that name, or a being by that name.
Manax is revered throughout the land. He's a very renowned fighter, I'll say that much. As of his more brutish ways, I don't particularly care for them much. I prefer a bit more finesse in my dealings. The people...
Yeah, sometimes words cut just as much as swords.
Oh, don't we know it. As the old adage says, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Especially if the one holding the pen is a lord.
Very true. But in the end, the people shall speak for themselves. A lord might have their best interests, but the people know what they want. But if it's the right thing to want is the bigger question. So it's up to the better men to decide that. Don't you agree?
Oh, I've never been one for politics.
A man after my own heart, it seems. It's all a bit wishy-washy, backstabbery nonsense.
Yes, I prefer to walk in the light nowadays. Politics, they could all they're just the same as pirates, I feel like. Plunder what they can.
Now that you've said like you're like now like a blade in the light kind of thing, right? He's like, He gives you a look of like, I suspect something, but he doesn't say anything. And what of you, Zelona? I know of your name, but who are you? What brings you to this region?
I was adventuring here a while ago and got into, let's call it a heated discussion with the bagman.
The Bagman? Actually, hold on, let me see if he would know then. That's a natural 20, yes he does.
Okay. Now, the
Ah.
bagman did fail in his original goal of putting me in my own bag of holding. However,
As you can see, you are here.
I'm rather fond of coffee, so I managed to twitch myself into my bag of holding.
Ah, coffee twitch. I understand. Also, ignore what I'm doing in the other room. I completely forgot to do this between sessions.
And these nice people found me. Well, found my bag. And being the more curious types, opened it, and here I am.
Ah, was this looting or some such, and he looks over towards Jazz and Alu as Moon Eye and Silvervein and Jara are still behind him.
SV's head towards the cat.
You're heading for the cat?
Yep.
Slowly, sneakily. Well,
Just a casual.
casual jaunt across the room.
Yeah.
Why is everyone snapped to grid? You don't need to be snapped to grid. As you pass this staff member, they offer a tray with empty glasses and a wine bottle.
I shake my head no.
He
'Cause
nods his
I
head.
had ale over at the yeah, I had ale earlier, so you don't need a drunk SV.
He nods his head very politely and lets you fully pass. Once you arrive, you see a small ginger cat with black markings around its eyes. Almost looks like it's wearing sunglasses. And for those of you in chat who would like a better visual, there it is. And yeah, you see curled up on top of the bookshelf a small ginger cat.
I'm gonna reach out slowly to like put my hand closer to its nose so it won't like let it sniff me.
It seems to currently be
like
asleep.
Kind of like the like little sound.
You do so after a moment. It slowly stirs. When it opens its eyes are red.
Still, kitty.
It smells your hand. Does a big stretch. And actually, what am I rolling for? Give me a animal handling check.
$11.
11. The ginger cat does a big stretch. Walks over to this side of the bookshelf. Oh goddamn, he snapped grid as well, isn't he? Damn it. Walks over to this part of the shelf. Does a little butt wiggle and jumps.
Like I normally would with any cat, I would just slowly follow it.
You slowly start following the cat.
As long as it's not actively like I'm trying to get away from you, scared, I would basically be still gentle with it because it's that's just how cats are.
Yeah,
If I
at the
had
moment,
8 of them, I would know.
at the moment, like the cat is just sort of like sat, looking around. Its red eyes, looking around the room, investigating the floor, perhaps looking for a mouse or a rat. You're not quite sure. God fucking damn it!
It starts blurting out an ad for Pixel 9.
Mhm.
Don't
Already on
care. Good lord. Oh yeah, we're on the Pixel 9 already. Yeah, the cat just sat there, looking around the room, seems to be investigating the room. Sees nothing. That it's interested in anyway.
I'm gonna try to scritch behind its ear. Gently. Not like just like scritch.
At first it does like the classic like cat head shake, and then realizes what you're doing and it lets you. Was that a tiny yay I just heard?
Yes. SV is now completely happy. He's like, I got something I can pet that's not, that I have to extremely socialize with. He's good.
Fair. What is everyone else doing in the room? Besides Jazz, we've heard a lot from you. Jesus Christ, what was that?
Sorry,
think
that was
Did
me
hit his
moving my
mic.
head. That was me hitting my mic back.
Fucking hell, that
sorry.
made me jump. That was loud.
Jumpy
I-
today.
Jesus Christ, my heart. Guys. I don't want another heart attack. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, Zelona, Alu, Moonai, and Jera, what are you guys up to? I feel like Jazz has been doing a lot of talking.
Right now, I'm sitting there listening. I get closer to the couch and listening on the conversation.
Sorry, one sec.
I'm staring at the ground.
Moonlight, as you pass this server, he offers the plate of empty glasses.
Sure, I'll take one.
You take one of the empty wine glasses. He takes a wine bottle from a holster on his hip,
Uh-oh.
pops the cork, and pours you about half a glass full.
Cheers. Thank you.
He gives you a polite nod.
Hey. Toxie, you've gone garbage disposal for me. I don't know about everyone else.
Sorry?
You went
No, not for
garbage
me.
disposal.
Am I any better?
You are now.
1 second. Any better? All good?
Yeah.
Make sure
Yeah,
the
we good now. You
Make
just
sure the stream can still hear
garbage
me.
disposed really hard and I couldn't hear you.
Ah, right. Yes, that seems fine. Well, the bitrate. Yeah, bitrate looks fine. Got beans. Okay. So yeah, Moon Knight, you take the glass of wine. Just that mic back a bit. There we go. Actually, I haven't used this for a while. Why have I not been using this? There we go. Sorry, my pop shield. There we go. So yeah, Moon Knight, you take the glass of wine. It is a sort of a dark red.
Interesting. I'm just right now just got a hold of it and going over closer towards the couch to listen in on the conversation with Dermot and Jazz were having.
You hear them speaking of their time in these lands. You know that Dermot is a lord somewhere else, about 2 days' travel from here, and that Jazz has a bit of a cloudy past.
Interesting. As he sits there and smells the old wine.
Smells of like a smoked oak and cherry kind of wine.
Smells good. At the moment, he doesn't take a sip. He just has it right now.
Okay. Jera, what's the drunk
Yep.
cat doing?
Walking over towards one of the armchairs.
Which one? Northern or southern?
The southern.
Okay. As soon as you get this close, give me a perception check.
I'm on the webpage.
Still the same.
If you're on the web page on phone, I believe there's a dice rolling tool to the bottom left. Looks
oh no,
like
not for the dice, for the perception check.
ah. I think it's just a scroll left and right, if I remember correctly.
29.
Woo! God damn.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. Yeah, you 100%. You notice Dermot scoots away further northwards on the couch. Alu, what are you doing?
Staring at the ground.
You're just staring at the ground.
Yes. Just
Okay.
staring.
I want the token, please. No, God damn it. There we go. After a bit of time passes, other guests arrive. It's Jackal. No, that's my right. No. Wait, let me recalculate because there's more people here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I need one more guest. Oh, I'm tempted. Oh no, perfect. There we go. As you
They're all
are,
snapped to grid.
yeah, no, they're all snapped to grid. These ones are fine.
Okay.
As you guys are whining and talking and chatting amongst yourselves, amongst this guest, you hear a commotion outside, the sound of hooves on cobblestone and wagons being driven to and from the front door. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
Sounds like we have more guests.
Ah, yes, that will be the others arriving. The other lords and ladies of these lands, Dermot says.
Interesting. Very.
Yes. Okay. The eternal question, what would everyone like to do?
Well, we're just kind of waiting for dinner to start, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Pretty much wait, sit and wait and see who the other guests are.
Yeah. See if the guests come into the waiting room with us. Otherwise, just socialize and drink.
Okay, so
Before
Jazz.
Jarrah sits down.
Go on.
Sorry.
No, you go on.
They get another glass of wine, and then they sit down.
Okay, you get another glass of wine from the staff member behind you, and you sit down on the couch or an armchair?
Armchair.
Armchair. Put back on. I hate these new bottle tops. So much harder to put back on. Actually, with these new bottle lids, they're all.
I'm gonna be AFK for just a second, so SV just pet the cat.
Okay, is everything alright?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Okay. After a few minutes, you hear some more commotion, some new voices, muffled through the stone doors. Coming. Actually, I'll wait for Mike to get back because I want to do introductions and stuff. Go into the bathroom real quick. Okay. He's all good. Might I also add that as you guys have been talking and exploring a bit of the manor, the singing has never stopped.
Is it repeated, or is it continuously a new tune?
Every so often it feels like it switches to a new tune, but you do realize that eventually that it does repeat.
It does cycle back, okay.
Yes. But whoever is singing doesn't seem to be taking a breath or stopping in any way.
Hey, Sir Dermot, who is providing the soundtrack here?
Oh, the singing. Well, be the lady of the house.
She has some stamina.
Oh, she does. She's been a beautiful singer ever since childhood.
I haven't seen her. How can we all just hear that so clearly?
Well, the manor once belonged to a musician. A musician. Sorry, I think the wine's getting to it. So, from my recollection, I believe it was constructed in such a way that singing from the very top floor would echo down throughout the house. Or any kind of playing of musical instruments.
Hmm.
Marky nearly back?
No, they're not back yet. They just went to the bathroom. We was having to deal with something else.
There.
Oh, that one hurt.
You alright?
Oh, yeah, just had a cough and it hurt.
Ah. I take it you wear respirators at work.
And no.
What happened?
No, literally, we don't. If we do, it'll be too hot. Literally, way too hot for him.
Right.
Wait, what's going on?
He's asking if we wear respirators at work.
Oh. Em will be back in just a moment. Apparently, her stomach decided to go no.
Ah.
I still can't get over the name of your butler.
Henry Charles Ponto Roaster for Cockahoo the Third at your service.
Good God.
I nearly remembered it. I was trying to tell Eve what it was last week.
Oh god, he's my gag character, 100%, and he always will be. Oh.
If I could stop yawning, that would be cool.
He's all good.
Now, you know when you yawn and it makes you cold?
Chris, can
Yes.
you go check on Em?
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fine. She's coming back.
Okay. Oh, is that just a bit of Bangalore belly, is it?
Yeah,
Ah.
something she ate.
Ah.
Alrighty.
Right.
Ben's back.
Is everyone back? Everyone good?
Yee.
Okie dokie. SV,
Yes.
from behind you, a door opens. And out comes this man, a short, rotund dwarf with a long grey beard and tied back ponytail. Ah, I see people have already arrived.
SV jumps a bit.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
It's okay. It seems to happen a lot.
My apologies nonetheless. Hi, I am Lord Cromsby. And he goes to stick out a hand, and as he does, a tall elven figure walks in behind him. Out of the way, you fat oaf! Like side smacks him in the back of the head. That freaking Lady Cassandra, pleasure as always. And he, as she walks past, he kind of gives her like a fucking bitch kind of look. This lady goes straight to a staff member. Mine now. The staff member turns around and offers a glass, and seemingly knowing this lady, he fills the glass. No, not halfway like he's been doing with everyone else. Like, he fills it to the rim. After the lady, a elderly human man walks. You see him behind Lord Cromsby, and actually you would see into this room as well. Calm down, dear friend. She doesn't mean anything by it. Yes, I know, but still, she's a bitch. The lady goes, I fucking heard that. And she starts walking towards the couches. And goes.
Him just started snickering.
She goes over and sits in an armchair. Doesn't seem to pay anyone any mind. Crosby walks further into the room, followed by this gentleman. Behind him walks in a tall. Good lord, what colour is that? White,
Silver.
dragonborn.
White.
Yes. A white-scaled dragonborn woman. And scuttering between her legs, between this man's legs and between your legs, scurrying behind you, is a small elven woman with long green hair tied back into a ponytail. Revealing garb, shall I say? Kind of put it. She looks like that, basically.
Okay.
The Dragonborn lady speaks of. Ah, these are the other guests, I assume. Lovely to meet you all.
SV just nods, because just like suddenly they're bombarded with people. And they're
Suddenly surrounded. The gnome lady speaks up. Alright, lovely to meet you all. Where's the booze?
SV just points towards the server.
Ah, cheers, love. And she scurries off. She grabs a drink, goes over here, leans up against the wall with one foot up against the wall. Cromsby eventually does go get a drink. Goes and sits down on the couch. Dermot jumps up very slightly.
Poof.
Yep, very much a boomf kind of situation. he is. Let's call a spade a spade. He's fat. He a big boy. He a chonk.
What a beautifully constructed
Oh
sofa.
Lord, he coming. I'm thinking like the cat sizes.
This man goes over and grabs a drink. The Dragonborn lady stops in front of you, SV. Lady Amel. Amrel. And she offers a hand.
I gently shake their hand and I say, split vein, but people call me SV.
It's delightful to meet you, SV.
He is nervous as all goddamn get out. Like he's just like, oh god,
Yeah.
there's more people. Like he just wants to scoop the cat up and exit the room.
Well, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, Lady Amrel picks up on the fact that you do seem quite nervous, and as you're shaking her hand, she puts a hand over your hands, like, do not be worried. Large crowds can sometimes be very daunting, but you're amongst friends. As she tries,
I just
she tries
nod,
to,
like, okay.
she's you can definitely tell that she's trying to be nice. She's trying to be like helpful in this. Everyone needs to give me a quick perception check.
Alright, when you want it.
Yes, please.
17.
Okay, you notice.
Ooh. 25.
You notice.
16.
You notice.
15.
You also notice.
1.
You do not notice. You are staring at the floor. This gentleman here,
She got an 11.
an 11 total. I'm afraid you're still staring at the floor. Zelona, did I get your answer?
Yeah, I got 15.
15, yes, you do notice. Okay. Anyone who got a 15 and above, you notice. This man here, who's currently highlighted, you see that he has two almost like burn scars going down from the corner of his lips down to his chin.
Is that man a dragon?
Are you whispering that?
To Salona, yeah.
But you do see, like, through the tufts of grey hair, he does have two burn scars going from the corners of his mouth down, like, straight down, basically.
SV's
Conversely,
gonna ask. Oh, sorry.
Conversely,
was
are the
just-
rest of them vampires? I whisper back to not Malsangs.
Jazz.
Yeah, probably.
That's the one.
And what were you saying with Split Vein?
I was just gonna ask the lady next to me, like, is he okay? What happened? You know? Like, basically, genuinely curious, like that.
She
looks like it.
She looks a bit confused, then looks over. Oh, and she's like, oh, and she like gestures to you, like,
And I just slightly nod, like, yeah.
well, you see, he's a wizard. He and a few of his compatriots in his younger years were a bit boisterous. They like to pull pranks on each other. And one one day one of these pranks went a little bit too far. Yes, turns out someone filled one of his ale bottles with acid.
Hey. You see SV SV cringes a little bit.
Yes, I agree. It was rather foolish. And that's how he got those scars. I just realised what I did. I just realised the fucking reference I just did. God damn it.
Would I be noticing if she's telling the truth or not?
Give me an insight check!
There we go.
Finally, someone uses the damn thing!
Hey, you know I do eventually. I'm just making sure it's the right moment. 18.
Oh yeah, she's lying.
I immediately I just basically go that sounds bad. But it's nice meeting you. I'm gonna go over and go to my friend, and I went over it in Moon Eye, and so I'm like I kind of wander around and go to where Moon Eye is.
Okay. I'm assuming to the front, or are you going to go all the way around to the back?
Behind, yeah, right
Yep.
there.
Okay.
And I wanna kind of bend down and whisper, and just basically whisper like what she just told me.
Yeah.
But I could tell him that I feel like they're lying. But I'm trying to be very quiet about it.
Okay. So yeah,
I
you.
tell that to Moon Eye.
Yeah, you relate. Yeah, you've relayed that to Moon Eye.
Keep that in mind.
It just feels odd, like a strong feeling. Because I wouldn't lie to anybody that I would first meet, so you know.
I'm going to go ahead and do psychic whispers up to five creatures that I see in my sight.
1, 2, 3, 4. Split Vein is currently behind you, so you can't do it with them.
I was going to say Jazz, Zelona, Alu, and
Jera.
Jera.
Okay.
And I gotta roll a d10 right quick to see how long.
Go with Eric as well. I kid.
You can't trust Eric.
I gotta roll a d10 to see how long this lasts.
Okay.
Since technically I'm leaning over his shoulder, wouldn't I be in his peripheral? 'Cause
Oh, you're
I'm having to
leaning
bend
over his
down
shoulder.
to be able to tell him.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you would be leaning down.
Yeah,
yes.
but when it's an action of the creatures you can see, I think it just assumes that you can turn around and have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it then.
Creatures you can see within range
And-
is usually the wording.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, SV could be in that as well.
So that's my 5. So let's see. Oh, and as long as we're within a mile, we can keep this telekinetic.
Oh yeah, you're fine on that.
It'll be 8 hours.
8 hours? Damn. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like minutes.
No, 8 hours.
Damn. Okay. Okay. So
Is
yeah.
it two-way?
Is it 2-way?
Or is it
It
just you can
just.
speak to us?
Oh, it's 2-way. It's
Oh.
I'm whispering to y'all, and y'all can whisper back. We could just talk.
In your heads. Nice. Okay. That's gonna be
Useful.
be a thing you guys need to like say to me. Like I am in my head. I'm talking to blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Telepathic.
So I pretty much in my head tell them what Split Vein or SV told me.
Telepathically, I respond with, they are definitely all vampires, right?
telepathically say, well, the half-orc was quite pale.
Half orc. I say that in my head. There's another one here.
Telepathically, yes, the Manax I was talking about.
Oh, bloody hell. Good lord, something just happened on stream. Oh, Tommy, thank you very much for the follow.
I'm gonna abandon him.
Yeah, that's a person you don't need.
Ban.
Yeah. That's a bot.
Those are the same messages that we get on Kick.
Yeah.
Like, I very rarely see those on Twitch.
Oh god, they're spreading.
They're on Twitch now. Great.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right. Continue what you're saying.
We're talking about
Telepathically
Manax.
go. Well, so there's some. Who's the rest of the guests that's here? Because you said Manax. Who's that?
Telepathically, he went upstairs, and he was a pretty big half-orc, ready for a fight, but presumably just a lord of a nearby area. Seems that all of these are lords and ladies, all of these guests, well, except for us.
Interesting. That's in my head. Interesting. Well, of course, all of this is in the head.
Yep.
So right now we got one that's we think is lying about what's going on with them. Got another half orc that's around that's itching for a fight, and more guests.
Well, to be fair, maybe the Dragonborn, she was just telling a white lie to protect her friend.
That's a possibility.
Let's keep the option open that we might have some friends in here. Because we don't want all of them to be enemies.
True.
Did you find anything upstairs?
Just empty rooms and other stuff. That's literally it. Just empty rooms mainly. I haven't went fully upstairs. So, just to the first floor.
Excuse me.
So you learn in head.
I'm assuming this is all telepathic, by the way, for now.
Yeah, all this is for now. Have y'all learned anything interesting about other guests that's around here? Besides Dermot over here.
Lord Dermot used to be a knight, telepathically.
I gathered. Yep. I'm gathering this is all telepathic until said otherwise. Okay.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Lord Dermot is a knight. He came from a few hours away on his cart to the land that he watches over. And he used to be a knight serving under Mervak at some point, or with some arrangement. Mervak convinced him to become a knight, and they have a history together, and it's such an intimate history that Dermot seems to think that he is somewhat in Mervak's debt. So they're thick as thieves.
Hmm. Interesting.
Anyone else wish to speak? Jera, Alu, Zelona. You three have been pretty quiet. What's on your minds?
Thanks for the group chat. I know what this is.
You can pretty easily guess that this is some form of magic teleportation. Telepathy. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole place feels off, and I don't know how we can politely leave before dinner.
This is
I'm
out
hungry.
of game, but I can't remember if what part of the information that we know was shared with everyone, or if it was kept secret, or like kept to themselves. So should I just not?
What information?
That Lady Murback was singing in the tavern, or not singing, but like talking in the tavern under her breath.
I believe that was said. I believe everyone knows that, right?
I think we all know that one.
I think the only one that might not know it is Zelona, because they weren't there at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah, Lady Murvac was either quietly singing or just muttering something to herself whilst they were in the tavern collecting taxes.
Jared telepathically asks, "Do you think the singing is involved with the curse that was talked about? Breaking the promise?"
Stop the song. Break the promise.
Yeah. I've heard you talk about that prophecy. Who gave that to you again? I wasn't there.
Jura, I think they was talking to you.
Oh, I couldn't hear. Sorry.
They was asking if who gave you that prophecy.
Two ghost kids in a crypt.
Okay. Hmm.
They were both related to Murback, though.
Oh. I believe, and I remember back in that tavern that the lady was certainly about to cast a spell of some sort. That's what she seemed to be doing. So all this singing is a bit ominous. I wonder what magic may be coming over this mansion. Seems rhythmic. It repeats itself as if
Yeah,
reciting a ritual.
I noticed that too. It's when we got closer up, it got louder.
So, what do you want to do? Knock her off the roof?
Well, I had a ski way of going about things. So, we'll have to see how things go at dinner.
Yeah, when's
And-
that? I'm hungry.
question. But we'll have to see.
I imagine every so often Jera's like looking down at a bag of trail mix on his hip, going, "Should I? Nah, spoil my appetite. Should I? Nah." Just in my head, every so often he just looks down. Maybe. Nah, I'll wait. But it's getting more and more tempting every time he looks. Okay.
It must have been fun for the other guests, just seeing the five of us stare at each other silently
Oh no,
for a few minutes.
they are talking amongst themselves, catching up, things like that. But because you guys are having this conversation in your heads, you're not picking any of it up. But they seem to be, drinking heavily, talking, laughing, they seem to be regaling stories. But again, it's not going in. It's not going in for you guys because, as I said, you guys are all concentrating on this conversation amongst yourselves. Okay. Unless anyone wishes to do any further exploration of the manor, we can cut straight to dinner.
I would like to have a little peek at that door south of us.
South of you?
Just kind of like wander around and just like peek in, like, hello.
You open the door, peek in, and if I remember correctly, there's a bathroom. No, I lied. Where's the bathroom there? Oh, the bathroom's on the other side, that's right, yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
Inside, there is a study, a more private study.
I would like to enter this room without anyone noticing.
I would like to grab my notes, 1 second. Nope, that's for campaign 2, god damn it. Wrong notebook. I've got like 4 new notebooks recently and it's all filled with different stuff. I believe it's that one. Piss.
Good.
I just wrap my knuckles against like the edge of the wood on my table.
Hey.
Ow.
Hey, Toxic.
I'll live. Yo.
Have you tried not doing that?
Oh, shut your gay off.
I'm helping.
Da, da, da. Yep, it's the right one. Here we go. Okay. You said you wanted to try and sneak in without being noticed, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan, can you send me your phone number privately, please?
Okay, Jazz, go ahead and roll me stealth. I'm assuming you've told everyone where you're going. Like, I'm going to go sneaky.
No. I was just like absently just wandering, just opened this door and was like, oh, this is interesting. And then without telling anyone, I sneak in with a 12.
A 12 for your stealth? Oh, I had much higher stealth than that. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Pretty good still, 12.
No, that's still pretty good. Okay, let's have a look at the thing. Okay, okay. Right, so I need to beat a 12 each time. Nope. Nope. Definitely not. Fucking hell. Cromsby. Cromsby
Nope,
notices.
bookshelf. Bookshelf. Look at that.
Yes, but you are sneaking away here. There's, I'm doing it.
Oh, no. I don't care about that. I just
to
just
see if you
sneaking
go in the
start
room.
when I'm at the door.
Okay, yeah, Cromsby wouldn't notice. Lady Amrel, she probably might be close enough to hear the door. No, she does not notice. Staff doesn't care. Lord Fizzwigger. He does not notice as well. Fucking hell.
And he's staring straight at it. Oh,
But he's more facing towards
probably
the
drunk as
fireplace.
hell.
He's more facing towards like the fireplace than all the other people.
True.
Staff member number 3 sees but does not care. And I don't think anyone else has line of sight on you. Okay. You are able to sneak into the room. Staff members do not care because you are guests and they are fine with this. Okay. Inside, you see a small private study. A desk opposite you with a few books stacked on there. A brazier in the center bottom of the room. And you see
As long as it's not a brazier.
a brazier. And you see 2 filing cabinets, one on the northern wall, one on the southern wall. And you see a large bookshelf on the far eastern wall.
Is there anything in here that has been written in this study? The book from the outside.
As you look from the outside, the open book seems to be written in on the table, and you do notice that the bookshelves and the cabinets, they seem to have been ransacked.
Oh shit! Wait, was that also the case in the room we were in? Because it was
this stuff isn't there.
Okay. But in here, someone has been searching for something.
By the looks of it.
What's the open book? What's in there?
You go inside?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Well, no, sorry, I lied. No. Investigation.
Investigation. Yay, 16.
You notice just as you're about to enter the threshold of the doorway, you notice your tripwire set roughly at head height.
Aha! Okay. I carefully place a foot inside and move beyond the tripwire. And I stand there very much aware and looking for other traps.
Okay. As you enter the doorway, you look on the wall behind you where the trip line leads. Set up is a vial full of swirling, angry red liquid, and a pin poised to crack it if the trip line was pulled.
Ooh. I would like to disarm the trap by taking the vial.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
21.
Successful. You now have a vial of dragon's acid.
Oh shit. This is a findable item?
It is indeed. Oh no, in the thing, no, it's custom item.
Okay, I'm gonna add a vial of acid.
Vial of dragon's acid, be specific.
I'll note it as dragon's acid. Cool. What's in the book?
Okay, are you touching the book in any way?
No, just leaning over and seeing what type of content's being written in here. Is it a diary? Is it a log of something?
It seems to be a book of old fables and stories and legends and things of that nature. The page, or the book, is open to a page to an old nursery rhyme. I couldn't think of an actual nursery rhyme, but it basically tells a tale of 2 children who venture deep into the woods and perish. Their parents find them and make a deal with the devil to bring them back.
Oh, so it's not
Only
the
to be
kinky teddy
cursed.
bear's picnic.
Sorry?
So it's not the kinky teddy bear's picnic then. That's a shame.
No.
Children who venture in the woods. Was it get lost? Perish? What?
So there's a sneeze right there, and it's not moving. Yeah, it basically tells the tale of two children venturing into the woods, perishing. Their parents find them and make a deal with the devil to bring them back to life, only to become cursed themselves. Hello, Dragonwind. Welcome.
Does it tell the nature of the curse?
That page is ripped out.
Ah. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a good old 1 for a 5.
5 is actually enough. You notice in the embers of the brazier, God damn it, Annie. You notice in the ashes of the brazier, there is the burnt remains of a book.
I live to serve. You're welcome.
A full book.
Fairly damaged on the outside look.
I would like to retrieve the remains of that book to see if I recognize a title.
Okay. It is a green leather-bound book. There is no title on the spine or front cover. As you open the book, you realize there is a cutout in the pages. Seems something was hidden in this book.
But it is gone.
And the item is gone.
Okay. Is there anything interesting left on the bookshelves, or is it all just on the floor?
Pretty much all on the floor. Ransacked, nothing really of note. It seems that whoever was doing the rummaging was looking for the remains of this book. Well, we're looking for this book, in which now you have the remains.
Okay. I think it's time to rejoin the party and telepathically tell everyone what the hell I just found.
Well, before you do, what's everyone else doing? So, meanwhile, what are you guys doing?
Mhm. So far, I'm just listening in on the conversation the rest of the guests are having. Just keeping my ears out.
They are all talking about various financial ventures that they've been on, like different things here and there that's been going on with their people. Because as you do find out, yes, they are all lords and ladies of various bits of land, and you do figure out actually that Lord Fizwigger and Lady Amrel rather, I keep misreading her name. You find out that those two are actually in fact married.
Interesting.
But yeah, they seem to be speaking of old times. It seems they all knew each other in childhood and have all sort of advanced in their respective careers, and they're now lords and ladies.
Would I know something off, slightly off about any of the guests that just came in? Like their
Slightly off.
per, like their skin or whatever, that like their changes of color and all that.
It's pretty obvious. All of them seem to be quite pale, especially compared to the rest of you. You're not sure if that's due to things like a sickness or the fact that they are all lords and ladies nowadays. They spend much more time inside rather than outside working, things like that.
Okay.
Any other distinguishing features? Dermot seems like a regular human. He doesn't wear like fancy garb or anything like that, where everyone else is pretty done up. Lord Fizzwigger does in fact have these kind of burn scars going from the corner of his mouth down. And when it comes to general personality, Fizzwigger seems a bit eccentric here and there. Amrel seems to genuinely love him, but like, no, not but, like genuinely love him, but like doesn't seem to have time for his jokes and antics kind of thing. Like you see a little chuckle here and there, but it's not as much like an uproarious laugh from all the others. Millibonk, the green-haired gnome woman, she seems to have a very sort of like a live, crude kind of humor. Like you even see Lady Cassandra like crack a smile. She's been very like stoic. She hasn't laughed or anything like that, but every so often, Millibonk will make her crack a small smile. Lord Cromsby, very boisterous and loud, and seems to like here for a good time, not a long time kind of guy.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Very, very lively crew.
Yes. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just trying to remain as inconspicuous as, all get out, because I knew I basically just revealed something that could be,
Did you?
cause more trouble than need be. About the whole secret, or what I think that they are all lying.
Ah. Right. Okay. Zelona Alu.
Hey, Moon Eye.
Still staring at the floor.
Still staring at the floor. Okay.
Okay, child.
Okay. Jareth,
Just
anything?
not caring the world.
No.
I don't think she's feeling too hot.
Okay. Do you want to dip?
You want to dip for the session? She said if it's okay.
Absolutely. That's absolutely fine. Everyone blinks. Alalu's in the garden. Get some rest, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's heading on to her room, like I said, she's just not feeling too good.
Not feeling too good, yeah. No worries. Okay, Jazz, you were about to say something to Moon Eye. My apologies for interrupting.
Yeah, no worries. Zelona, were you doing anything? Just haven't heard from you yet.
Zelona and Jera? You guys doing anything?
Gary's just drinking.
You keep drinking? Con saving throw.
Oh God, we're going to definitely have a drunk cat.
Please, for the love of God.
Probably this time, yeah.
Well, let's
That's a
see.
saving
Can you
throw?
hold? Can you hold your booze? Yes, saving throw.
12.
12. Well, that's not a 15, I'm afraid. You are feeling it, Mr. Krabs. You are slowly slumped into your chair, and you're very much sort of a kind of like you're swirling, like you think you're swirling your drink, but you are the one doing the swirling, kind of thing. I will say
Oh.
anything relying on dex is a disadvantage. And anything dealing with intelligence is currently at a disadvantage.
Those are up.
Oh God, I could just imagine in our heads. All we hear is.
You can still speak common. You didn't fail that badly.
Din, does the telepathy require line of sight?
No, as
Cool.
long as we're in with 1 mile.
I think I got that covered.
Maybe.
I telepathically whisper to everyone. I found a fairy tale that explains some stuff about the children we were on about, and that the parents brought them back to life, but were cursed doing so. Since we found their ghost, that probably didn't go so well, and the page where the curse is written in is missing. Also, this room has been ransacked. Someone was looking for a book and found it, took a hidden item out of it, and then burned that book. Partway. So, what should I do? Should I go find the Lord?
Hmm. Was there any traps or anything without me knowing? No, I'm being honest. Anything else in there that you found besides the book and the
Nothing that I found of note. This,
Okay.
yeah, someone was really rummaging through this room. Oh, and also, someone really didn't want me to enter this room because there was a tripwire that I just dodged. Whew.
Tripwire?
Yeah, it's only at head height, which is interesting.
And can you really call it a tripwire? You're not tripping on it.
It's a headbutt wire. Drunk cat strikes again.
Alcohol just makes you sassy.
Yeah, I really want to go talk to Mervak. And
You wanna go talk to Melvac?
Jared, like, are you okay?
All right. Do we notice that she's slumped in the chair?
Yes.
Are you feeling okay, Jonah?
Yeah, I feel fine. I'm doing great.
we.
Okay. I have to do something now because it's just popped into my head. Jared, roll me a d20. Odds. You've just said that out loud. Rather than telepathically.
Okay.
Evens, you done it telepathically.
I'm fine.
2.
Dude, you've said it telepathically. Okay.
Oh
itself.
God.
The singular brain cell at work.
That thought popped into my head immediately, and I'm just like, I'm not giving Jordan Toxie further ammo for us. Also, I have another question.
Out of game or in game?
Yes.
Helpful. Go on.
Is Jared's voice slurred in our heads?
Gerard, I think that's up to you.
Technically, Jared's not talking, but they
Is
are.
your voice slurred in our heads?
I think that would be more funny. I don't know how to do that, voice-wise, but yeah.
Think dizzy? Oh my, everything's spinning.
Everything's a good time.
Whee!
That kind of thing.
Can't guarantee I can do that, but I'll try.
That's
I mean,
up to
we'll
you.
still know that you're doing that, but we're just
Yeah.
basically asking, like, in general, if we, in game, do we hear, like, your voice is slurred? So you can still talk normally, but would we be hearing if it's slurred?
It would
Hence
be
the question both being in game and out.
Yeah, they said it would be slurred.
Yeah. Okay.
Fun.
It'd be more fun.
But guys, do you think it's a good idea that I go to Mervac? If anyone wants to know that shit is being rummaged through, it might be the owner of the house. He's probably not in on it.
And another thing is, what I'm thinking, what if he thought you was running through?
Well,
I
then
was
I wouldn't be
literally
the one
about to say
coming. I wouldn't be the one coming up to him, wouldn't I? Would I?
True. True.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
you
what
don't
I'm.
know that because it's kind of. You could have just been like, oh, hey, someone really rummaged in that room of yours, and then he's going to be like, well, it was obviously you then, because, like, how else would anyone else know? But
Well, I'll admit I went in the room.
he did say we could explore.
Exactly.
True. He did. So. If you, yeah, I will say if we need to, yeah, we'd go ahead and do it.
All right, I'm gonna go find Mervac.
Okay. Alan, which way do you go?
Go through this door to my left,
Okay. Well, they're about
and then on the main room. Oh, almost trip over a barrel. Replace it to the south.
Out into the main. You enter out into the main lobby. There are two staff members, one on either side of the door, and you do see again Henry Charles Fauntleroy Stripper Cockahoo III at your service. Currently giving them instructions. It seems to be mundane instructions, like make sure beds are prepared, make sure the guests have enough wine and food.
Okay, I'm going to the dinner hall because that's where I saw Mervac last. Right in for the main door.
And inside the dining hall, you do indeed see Mervac. Currently giving directions like, yes, put just the table just along here. These chairs are, for some reason, on top of the table.
Slide them under.
Oh, no, that's too far.
Not under the carpet.
No, got it. 2, 3, there we go. No. There we go. And yeah, he seems to be choreographing?
Yep.
Yeah, choreographing the setup of the two new tables.
I would like to approach him closely so I can whisper to him. See if anyone reacts to that. Me just stepping to the Lord here.
Well, as you enter the room, you notice that the staff members on either side of you, they give you a polite nod. Mervac does in fact notice you. Ah, Jazz, welcome. I'm afraid dinner is not quite ready yet. We're just setting up the tables for the additional guests.
With a faint smile, I approach him. I kind of lean in and say, "Can we talk privately somewhere?"
Yes, absolutely. He followed me, and for some reason he snapped a fucking grid. Why is that?
They all are.
I need to see if there's a method of like turning that off by default.
By default, yeah.
He leads you to a set of double doors and out into a large garden. In this garden, if you're looking from the doorway, there is a large fountain in the very center. Fairly simplistic design for the scale and the wealth of this kind of house. 2 large hedgerows on either side, and that seem to be the fences, like the natural fencing of this garden. And beyond it appears to be a maze, like a hedge maze. After you exit the door, he closes the doors behind you. Also, I think someone's breathing into their mic.
Not us.
Annie.
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 Yes?
You're breathing into your mic.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The Lord turns to you. Is everything okay?
No, not quite. Bad news. While I was socializing with the guests, I just had a little look around the study, and just admiring the mansion. I took a peek through a door on the south side and found a nice private study. I was about to close the door again until I noticed that it has been ransacked through. Someone has been rummaging through your house, looking for something.
That was my father's old study. It was ransacked long ago. We've left it like that simply out of respect for the way he was, if a bit odd, I will fully admit.
Oh, oof, that's a relief. I thought something was afoot. You can imagine my surprise when I found it.
The foot is a funny shaped thing at the end of your leg. I have been waiting like 10 years to make that dumbass joke. Thank you, Stefan. You have... God damn. I've been waiting like literally about like 10 years plus to make that stupid fucking joke ever since I thought of it. Thank you. Something is afoot. Nah, something at the foot is that funny shaped thing at the end of your leg. Oh god, it's such a dumb joke, but I love it. Thank you, Stefan.
I'm currently sitting on a stupid joke as well that I'm waiting for.
Oh Christ.
Oh, well, good thing you're keeping the spirits light. Oh, alright.
It's the best thing we can do in these trying times.
Yes, well, it's quite the startling sight, as you can imagine. Ooh.
Yes, my father was a strange man. Sorry, I'm gonna be all smiles now.
It's a shame I can't grab an egg out of thin air.
Why?
Present them with an egg in these trying times.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, pardon me for the dramatic interruption.
That's
I'm glad it was
All
just
of my
nothing.
characters are going to carry an egg from now on.
Christ. Yes, he was a purveyor of old stories and tales.
Ah. Well, he left them on the floor, mostly.
Yes, as I said, he was an old man. He was looking for some prophecy or some such nonsense. I personally didn't put much stock in it.
Can I check if he is concealing something with that? Is he truly believing that, or
Insight check.
did he actually chase that meat? 15.
He seems to be telling the truth about his father chasing a prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
What he seems to be fibbing about is they've left the study the way it is.
Yeah. So, did he ever find what he was looking for then?
Not as far as I know.
Hmm.
I will count this as part of the previous insight check. He's lying.
Okay. Well, Always a bit sad story with no conclusive end. Hey,
That is exactly what he thought. He thought that, but he thought everything needs an end. Otherwise, you couldn't tell a good story.
huh. I suppose that's right. Maybe we'll all find out what it was that he was looking for. I hope you do at least. Might bring some closure.
Yes, I hope so too. So it gives you a forced smile.
I give him a warm smile back and say, well, I'll be retreating back to the rest and waiting patiently this time for dinner to start.
Very well. He gives you a polite nod, opens the door, and allows you to walk in first, if you so choose.
I do say, oh, thank you very much.
He politely nods, and you guys head back in.
Yep. As I walk back towards the rest, I telepathically just repeat what this conversation was about.
Okay.
Saying what I believe he was lying about.
Okay. Which way are you going? That way or that way?
The way I came, so I can just kind of like sneak back from the back where I was from. It's like, oh, I never went anywhere.
Give me a quick stealth check.
Sure. $21.
Oh yeah, you were never gone, mate. As far as everyone knows, like you were never gone.
I was looking at the bookshelf the other time.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone else wish to go and investigate the house before we jump to dinner?
We already know SB
No.
ain't doing that by himself. Ain't happening.
Not at the moment. We'll just go with jump to dinner.
No more exploring? Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Butter.
Yes, their butter will be served.
And
What's scary is I don't know which kind, the cat or actual butter.
the cat,
Oh, lordy loo. Okay.
because butter jumped in my lap.
Right, so all in agreement? Going straight to dinner?
Dinner!
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm awaiting a reaction from anyone that I just telepathically told what that conversation was about.
Yes, sorry,
gonna
yes,
get
let's do
anything
that first. My bad.
Did we all hear it, or is it?
Yeah.
Yes,
we all-
telepathically.
Yeah, we're all in a telepathic group chat now.
Mhm.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was like two-way between just Mooneye and us, or if it was everyone.
Everybody, yeah.
Everyone.
Well, if it isn't, I tell Moon Knight to tell the rest.
Yeah.
Repeat what I say.
Interesting. So he's lying about what his father's found and leaving the room ransacked.
Yes.
Well, it seems like his father did end up finding something, and then he was after looking for it. That ransacking is not as far away as he's saying it is. It happened relatively recently. So he's probably looking for something that his father did find.
Some things a foot and it's not 12 inches.
Sorry?
No, that's the funny thing at the bottom of your leg, I've heard.
Genuinely, Stefan, thank you. I owe you a beer.
But yeah. Oh, and I also got the trap. Now it's going to dispose acid over someone who steps in there. And seeing as he probably recently ransacked that room, he also probably set up that trap. So I may have announced to him that I was in a place that he really didn't want me to be.
Interesting.
So that might have soured our relationship a bit. But he did give me a very fake smile afterwards, so that worries me even more.
Alright, Butter. You go this way, Butter.
Right onto the table. What?
No, the smile wasn't fake. Like, you could definitely tell that he was remembering something, and it was a forced smile. Like, he had to force himself to smile through a sad memory.
I hit a nerve.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember that fairy tale about the kids? If you find anything devilly, that's relevant. A pact was made, and that might refer to that promise that was supposed to be broken. A promise,
Okay.
a pact, a deal with a devil.
It
So,
seems like it's all falling into place.
it is. Infernal influence is something we should be on the watch for. Does anyone have any knowledge or history with infernal stuff?
No.
The only one who does is currently drunk.
Speak infernal.
That's good.
You might know something then. Give me a second. I'm grabbing everyone for dinner.
What's happening? How do I check? Oh,
You look very scared, shy guy, or the one who's plastered. The one who's scared until pissed.
But
Also,
yeah,
got about-
cleric
we
of
got about an
wine.
hour.
Cleric of wine.
What do you know about infernal pacts?
Also, we've got about an hour.
Yeah, I know. I've been keeping an eye on the time. I do, in fact, need to make this a bit bigger. Give me just a moment. I am doing some
Even bigger.
even bigger. There was another barrel in there, wasn't there?
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and
Stop it. Right, what's the best way to give? There are how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll quickly make you can make 2 rows of tables out of that, so you get an entire like seating in the middle. Like, spread out
yeet.
table out. Yeah.
Yeet. Okay, let me move the staff.
To make the tables T-shaped so we can see everyone.
That provide enough seating as well? Possibly,
So
actually.
you have 2 along the end as like the top of the T, and then you have 2 furthermore that are like the stick.
Right, got you.
That came from Zolona because she doesn't trust any fucker.
I think they need a bigger conservatory as well at this point, good lord.
Oh, they have a lot of guests. They have so many friends. Such social lights.
Actually, I think I like the idea of this more.
Oops.
What?
I'd moved onto the bed,
Ah, right.
and I just booted all of my dice on the floor.
Oh, well, aren't you a sausage?
I only had one set out, fortunately.
Ah. Well, no, technically Lord and Lady would be up here. Sheep there.
I was cold on my desk, so I got bundled up in the blankets.
Ah, fair.
We have a nice autumnal chill here in Oregon.
Ah. Daddy fear.
Animal.
Nice. That's where we'll squish everyone in. No. Oh, the chair, not the fucking table. Not the rug, rather.
That was. I was going to say that looked like the rug.
Not gonna lie, I was
Put it on
having
the
a
table.
similar issue in 14 the other day. I was trying to make our garden look pretty and kept grabbing the wrong things.
Ah, there. Oh, good lord. Bites, hello! Thank you for the follow, my dude. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we move on, right. All the guests are still in this room. Jared, do you know anything about devils and demons and pacts and bonds and things like that?
Right now, they have no clue. They're just drunk off their ass.
Well, let's see. Go ahead and roll me a religion check. And I believe your religion is based off your wisdom. So you do not have disadvantage due to your drunkenness.
Is it?
I believe
No, it's
so.
int.
Oh, it isn't? Oh yeah, you have disadvantage then. Sorry.
For which one? Just
Religion.
religion.
Fight waved and said hi.
Hello.
Or Fight waved.
18.
18. God damn. Okay.
Was it 19 or 15?
When it comes to devils and demons and things like that, you know of the blood war that constantly rages in Avernus, the first layer of hell. Demons are very much the more brutal side of the equation. Punch, kick, bite, and slay first, ask questions later, where a devil is more likely to make a deal with someone than get their hands bloody. Demons are more of sort of like the more refined nature of hell, the deceptive, the cruel, where demons again are the more brutal and animalistic. That's the basic knowledge. When it comes to pacts and deals and things like that, devils are the ones that are more likely to do it, but it has been known that demons will do the same on a rare occasion. Are you looking for anything else more specific? Because that would be your general knowledge. Or does anyone else have any questions for Jera that they can search their mind for?
What about deals that promise to bring people back to life?
Jera, you would know that deals and pacts and things like that of the bringing people back to life nature tend to be heavily monkey-pawed, essentially. You'll get what you want, but it won't be exactly what you expected. Very much like in Baldur's Gate 3, where that woman was promised her husband back, but he was a zombie. He wasn't dead anymore, but he wasn't technically alive either. That kind of thing.
Kind of like say you want $1 million, but instead of actual dollars, you get actual deer.
Yes. That kind of thing. They've busted and delivered diverted because of Notting Hill. However, we'll join properly when I'm on the bus. Okie dokie, lovely. No worries. Hugs. But Jerry, yeah, that is what you would know.
Yeah, but this is already full. I'll take my dice with you, please. I'm gonna take
Animate corpse instead, like getting an animated corpse instead of a what the hell does that word? Amalgamy. What's that? Oh, amalgamation. That looks and talks like the person, but has ill intentions. Yeah, kind of like that as well. Very much a Pet Cemetery kind of thing. Oh, you want this person back to life? Well, they're going to be a murderous zombie. They're back to life, so what you wanted. Yes, Jara, that is what you would know.
I've been thirsty all of a sudden.
Grab yourself a drink, my dude.
Well, I'm getting him to get me something.
Ah,
You get cordless headsets. They're great.
Yeah, I know. But why do that when you have a child?
Is that not child labour at that point?
I was going to say it sounds like child labour.
Nah.
You do the same
She's
for
gonna
them.
go
So,
grab-
yeah.
She was going to go grab her one too, but she was, while at it, gave me one.
Fear. Okay. Anything else anyone would like to talk about?
Don't worry about it. Now you shut the door.
Let's do dinner.
Coming in from the main hallway, a man you dread the existence of, Henry Charles Fauntleroy Strickworth Cockahoon III at your service pops through the doorway and says, "Dinner shall be served now."
Oh, I guess that's perfect timing.
Okay. He leads you all out and into the main dining hall. Staff steps inside. Who's going in first?
I guess I'll lead the way.
And where the emotional sport halfling goes, I will
We'll
go
follow.
as well.
Okay, as soon as that's
This one's
finished
somewhat
sailing.
reluctantly since he is going first.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next to kind of chivvy SV along.
Okay. Jera Jazz.
I'll escort the drunk cat to the dinner hall.
Are you doing the full arm under theirs and like onto their other shoulder kind of thing? Like, come on, drunkie.
No, I'm just going to stand next to the chair and kind of like usher her forward. Like, you move to the dinner hall and I'll be right behind you in case you fall.
Jera, do you protest?
Nope. I look at Jazz and I'm like, we're going to the dinner hall? I didn't know it was time yet.
There'll be more wine there.
Oh, good.
Oh God.
We have an alcoholic cat.
We got a drunk cat now.
Instead of an alcoholic bunny.
God, y'all turned my bunny alcoholic, now they're alcoholic. Jesus. And ironically, they're a vampire too. Have people been watching this campaign just a little bit too much?
Oh, Christ. Jera, from your perspective, about a quarter of that was meows.
Alright.
And you lead the drunk cat forward.
Yep.
Oh, fucking hell.
They were at the thing. Tell me.
Oh God.
You know what, Jera? Have you got inspiration?
I don't think so.
Have a look and let me know.
Does it will mean I have it? Or...
No, see.
If I remember correctly on the mobile version, it should be below your hit
Yep,
points.
we got it.
Yeah.
Do they have it?
I have inspiration. Yeah.
You have inspiration. Bugger.
One thing we keep forgetting about.
Yeah. I need to start reminding people. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that exists.
Yeah. No worries, no worries.
I forget mine exists until a roll doesn't go the way I want it to.
As should everyone. Okay. You are led by Henry Charles Fauntleroy Stripper Cockahoo III at your service, into the main dining hall. Everyone else has already funneled their way in. Sat at the head of the table is Lord Mervac, and then an empty chair to his left. To the left further is Dermot, and then Lady Millibonk. Or Lord Dermot, I should put. Damn, Dermot got a promotion.
Mm.
To the further left is Lord Dermot, and then Lady Millibonk. Sat just below them is Lord Cromsby, Lord Manax, and Lady Cassandra. To Lord Mervac's right is Lord Jackal, Lady Evelyn. South from them, Lord Frisbigger, and then Lady Amrel. There are 5 chairs. Well, technically there would be 6. Excuse you.
Excuse me.
There are 6 chairs. Please choose your spots.
Yara's taking whichever one is closest because they're still woo.
I want to take the furthest one, the one in the corner.
Go on.
And I'll sit next to him.
Yeah.
No, other side. Yep.
Zelona.
I'll go perch at the end next to Lady Emerald.
Also next to Jera. Make sure she doesn't fall off the chair.
Okay. How much time do we have left? 40 minutes. Okay. 1 second. Decorating the marble tables is a smorgasbord of various foods. Plenty of meat, wine, vegetables, fruits, and the like. Roast suckling pig, pan-fried and seared salmon, steaks, fresh salads, and a myriad of different cuisines. The staff are dotted around the room. One down here by this door, one up here, another there, and another one down here. They are stood at the ready with bottles of wine and various other bottles hanging by their waists. Henry Charles Fauntleroy Stripper Cockahoo III at your service is currently stood by the main doors. Lord Mervac stands to roughly 6 foot high, or 6 foot tall, I should say. Taps a fork against a glass. I would like to welcome everyone here on this somber occasion, the anniversary. For the most part, all of you have been great friends of mine. Throughout the years, we have all helped each other attain our goals. As I believe Manax has said once before, we've climbed the mountain and reached the peak. And he holds up his glass to friendship and obtaining our goals. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
Everyone clinks glasses with each other and takes a drink.
Except Jera.
SV
Jera's
ain't
alright.
either, because that's just no.
You don't take a drink? Very well.
I do like the little cheers thing, but it's just like I gingerly set the glass down.
Fair enough. The rest of the guests all start eating. Lady Amrell delicately cuts up pieces of food and eats them as a lady befitting of her station, let's just say. Lord Fizwiger gets an elbow or two from Lady Amrell for his more sloppier eating habits. Lady Evelyn does pretty much the same as Amrell. Lord Jackal seems to do the same, having a bit more of a palate for the finer fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. Lord Mervak eats tentatively.
SV ain't turning down food.
Oh, there is food aplenty. There is food aplenty.
Sorry, Muna, you're in the splash zone.
Lord Dermot almost instinctively goes and almost grabs a large, what looks to be a turkey leg, but then remembers he is now nobility, he has to eat more politely. Millibonk does not seem to care and digs into handfuls of fruit. Lord Cromsby instantly grabs a secondary turkey leg on the plate and starts munching away. Manax surprisingly starts eating, not, how do I describe this? Not delicately, but with more refinement than someone as brutish as him appears to be would have. Lady Cassandra eats pretty much to the same degree of Lady Amrell. Very delicately and in small bites, smaller portions, that kind of thing. And Jera is face first in their soup. So I had to.
How is the meat prepared?
In
Is
various
it very
ways.
rare?
In various ways, ranging from yes, very rare to well done.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
Yes.
Would SV notice, well, like me looking at it, knowing I'm a person of nature, and plus I've probably eaten plenty of like wild game and things like that. Would I notice that the turkey legs are actually turkey legs, or would there be something off about them to me?
Give me a. What would that be? Would that be an animal hunt? No, would that be a nature check or a
No.
investigation? That'd be an investigation. Yeah.
Okay.
Investigation.
21.
Flavor check.
20 on the die.
You take one of the turkey legs and inspect it, and yeah, it does seem to be pretty much above board. It does seem to be actual turkey.
I tear into it.
Sorry,
Sorry, Mooneye.
As part of actually, nah, give me a quick perception check as you start digging in.
All right.
Hello, lovely. You notice a small smile curl up Lord Manax's face.
I mean, I'm a half-orc. What do you expect? I still have part of my heritage in me,
Exactly, and that's what he seems to have noticed.
I kind of, since I noticed that, I kind of look up and just kind of like stop mid-bite, like, and my eyes kind of like widen, like seeing him, like, oh, he's looking at me.
He looks up, like gives a smile, and then like goes back to his food. It doesn't seem to linger.
Okay. Then I go back to mine as well.
You start munching away. Cool beans.
Food.
Food is food. Okay. And what is everyone doing? We know
Find
split
the
vein is currently
bloodiest
munching
meat
away.
there is.
You find the bloodiest meat there is?
Yeah, eat that.
You do find a large, I was about to say chunk then, but no, like you do find a large cut of steak, and it seems to have been passed over the grill and then put and served.
They
It was in
walked
the same
about by
room as the grill.
flames, scared
It was in
them a
the
little
in the
bit.
same room, but might have come into contact. We don't know.
Put a band-aid and go back grazing.
Yes. Throw it back in the field, it will still eat grass. Yes, yeah, it is a fine steak. It seems to be a fine quality cut of meat. Let's say a sirloin. And yeah, it's still dripping.
Nice.
Jera, you. What would you like to do? I was about to say you pull your head up from the soup, but what do you do?
I just kind of look around for a couple minutes and just like try to, as much as I can, collect myself, so I don't fall into the soup.
Okay, yeah, you collect yourself. There is water served as well.
They pick up the glass of water, they drink it, and then they go, "Bleh! That's not wine."
Give me a quick perception check. Bless you.
I've been trying to keep those off the air.
Yeah, you're
But
alright,
that
dude.
one didn't make it.
Sneezes happen, my man.
$16.
16. You notice a small smile and like a very, very small like kind of like a snort laugh, a very, very, very briefly, like she stops herself from Lady Cassandra. As you like go, that's not wine. Like as she's trying to like compose herself, it's like does like a little smirk, trying to hide it quite quickly. Zalona, what are you doing?
Unmuting so you can hear what I fucking say.
Yep.
Can I get the attention of Hennas, please?
Annis.
Yeah, I refuse to use his full name.
Oh. Right, sorry. He does not respond.
Means I have to move to read the goddamn name. Henry Charles Fauntleroy Stewart Perth Calhoun III at your service.
Yes? Yes.
Is there any way I could get a cup of coffee? Or jar, whatever.
What size would you like?
Large, please.
He looks over to the server to his far left, and just as you're about to look at them, they're gone. They with speed head towards the kitchen.
Excellent.
About 2 or so minutes later, about 2 minutes later, yes. The staff member comes back with about that size mug
Mhm.
About that big.
That works.
Mug, like, well, I say mug, it's more of a bowl. Comes over and hands you the mug.
Thank you very, very much.
The staff member doesn't say anything, they politely nod and then return to their station. All this time,
I'm also gonna pick at the salad chip because we're nervous of the meat here.
very well. You start picking up the salad. I would like everyone to give me a perception check.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll come back to the desk.
6.
6,
10.
10,
19.
19,
23.
Damn.
Whew.
29.
Woo.
Now. Zelona, you see a bunch of idiots sat at their computers playing a game.
Fourth wall perception right there.
Well, what's that? We broke it.
This feels weird, breaking the fourth wall.
Oh no, you don't know. It's just Zelona. Nah.
I rolled 19 and my perception is plus 10, so...
Sheesh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay. Everyone but Jazz realizes that the music, the singing, is still happening. Jazz, you are too busy enjoying this meat.
That's some good
This
steak.
sirloin steak is juicy, it's delicious, it is whatever like breed of cow this came from, it is beautiful.
A good vet could still bring yours to life.
Sorry?
A good vet could still bring his to life.
Probably, yeah. But Jazz, something you do notice, the lady of the house still hasn't arrived.
Yep, empty chair. It's right across from me.
Yes, you bring your eyes up from the plate just enough to realise Lady Mervac is not here.
I assume in our group.
I was going to say, how long since I done the whisper? How long we got left on the whisper? Since it's been 8 hours.
Oh, you got like 7.5 hours left, mate. You're fine.
Okay, that's
You're
what I was
like
wanting-
you are fine.
That's I was just making sure.
When the sun rises, then
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. When the sun rises, that's when it runs out. We'll say that.
Okay.
I assume in our silent group chat we can talk with our mouths full.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
So what would you like to do or say?
I don't know that I can see that she's not there from where I am.
Oh no, you can easily see that she's not there. It's just that Jazz is the one that's like noticed it.
Has anyone noticed that the singing has not stopped?
And there is
Yeah.
and there's an empty chair. Well, other than
think
what
we
was
made-
beside me.
think we made Stefan hungry.
Let's see. Give me a second. I gotta look at something.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought it said.
Okay.
I go, so I got to go to the restroom or the bathroom, and I get up and which way is the bathroom from here?
Give me one moment. I need to check my other map, so I can give you directions.
I assume you have this open, but without the black rooms,
Yes.
so you can see where we're going even if we can't.
Yes.
Awesome.
Plus, there's numbers and like room names and stuff like that. Bathroom is on. Who asked to go to the bathroom?
That was me.
Yeah. Henry Charles Fauntleroy, stripper of Cockahoo the Third at your service. Comes behind you. Just through that door, and he gestures to this door. Through that doors, up the stairs, to the next floor. Through the 2 doors, take a left, then a left. Inside the first door you see there will be a bedroom, go to the right, and there is the closest bathroom.
Thank you. And I start heading that direction.
Okay. Staff member obviously walks out the way and like allows you past and all that.
Oh, I go through them anyways because
The fact that SV is eating, like, he's not really paying much attention that his emotional support half-leg is taken off because food is more emotional support for him.
That is fair.
I was just about to shuffle my seat over so I'm next to SV.
If you can, if
I
you'd
know
like.
I'm not your emotional support halfling, but like, I assume SV prefers somebody they know near them.
Up to you. So yeah, you go upstairs through the 2 doors. Where'd you go and what do you do? Are you actually going to the
I do
bathroom or are you
psychic
going off
veil.
sneaking?
I'm going to do Psychic Veil.
Yes, he's going sneaky. Nice. What does Psychic Veil do?
Psychic Veil. You magically become invisible along with anything you are wearing or carrying for 1 hour or until you dismiss it. No action required.
Okay.
This invisibility ends immediately after you deal damage to a creature or you force a creature to make a saving throw.
Okay. So once you get up there, where are you going?
Up the stairs more.
Further up the stairs. There is a door. Also, let me quickly double check something, because I need to know in advance. Okay, cool. You find a door.
I slowly start opening.
Inside, you see a corridor, 30 foot long, with a door at the middle end.
I go through the door and I slowly shut the door behind.
Okay. At this point, I would like you to make a stealth check, please. With the veil on. Or should I treat this like oh, what's that druid spell? Pass without a trace, or do I just give you advantage?
With a 14 in my stealth,
I'll give you advantage.
okay. So the first one, let's see what the first one is going to be. Okay. I'll take that one any day. 25.
Okay. So more than any of these common staff have, so as long as you don't do anything directly to a staff member or create any large loud noise or anything like that, you are fine.
Let's peek into the next door.
Is another small room with a door leading off to the west.
I slowly keep continuing.
You sneak peek.
Yes, a sneak peek.
Inside, you see a what looks to be a plush living area, much like a living room. Two large rugs facing the floor, on either side of the room, and then 6 large 3-person sofas surrounding what appears to be a hole into nothing. Almost like space and time has been cut out into a circle.
I slowly go in and shut the door behind me. What? And of course, thinking to myself, just to myself.
Yep, not to the rest.
No.
Okay.
What in the world is going on here? That's ominous. Okay then. I go to the door. I'll come back to that second. Going straight down to the door and taking a sneak peek.
Who's giggling their ass off? Is that Stabby? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I showed him a meme. Sorry.
Ah, no, you're alright. You see a long, thin corridor about, well, I say thin, 5 foot wide by 5, 10, 15, 20 foot down. You see an eastern bend and a door on the right. So I'm trying to do it from your character's perspective.
Yeah. Okay. for now, I'm going to go to the other door. I'm trying to be snist.
That way?
Yeah, I'll go to that one.
Okay. Inside, you find a small bedroom. Singular beds, rug sticking out from under.
Okay. Bedroom.
Seems to be a guest bedroom.
Shuts the door. Goes down to and see what's down the other.
Down the rest of this corridor, you see a door on the left, just slightly down the corridor, and a door at the far end of the corridor on the right.
I take a sneak peek at the first door.
Okay. As you peek inside, nope, not one, this one. Inside, you see a worker. Seems like she's entered not long before you, and she's currently holding something in front of her. She makes her way over towards the bedside table, and she places down a bottle, like a glass bottle of wine. It is a clear glass bottle, but the wine inside seems to be a much deeper red than what you've experienced so far in this manner. Also, chat, I again apologise for the echo. There's nothing we can do about it.
I pop into the room.
You
That's
pop-
got my curiosity.
You pop into the room. Whereabouts?
I go straight to the other door, but without the staff noticing me.
Okay, well, she places this bottle down, turns around, and leaves the room. What would you like to do?
I want to go pick up that bottle.
You go pick up the bottle. Investigation check, please. Also, hello, Nox. Okie dokie, lovely. Glad you made it home
And
safe.
Okay, there it is. We're going to use you.
We have about 8 minutes.
17.
17. You swirl the contents of the bottle round and you realise that it heavily sticks to the interior walls. You uncork it and take a smell. Yep, that is blood.
I cork it back
Okay.
and I place it back where the staff member had it, so it won't be too noticeable
Okay.
that it's missing. And I head back out of the room.
Okay. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
To the other door.
Do you go in?
Yes.
Inside, you see a much larger, longer corridor, leading seemingly all the way across the other side of the manor, with various doors lining the walls, and what appears to be a bend in the corridor, leading northwards again.
I go to the first door I see.
Okay. Is there large double doors? And do you go in? Or peek, or what?
I peek in.
Inside, there is a staff member currently sitting down on a step with a small box in front of them, eating what appears to be a sandwich. They seem to be on break. Oh,
Leave them.
we got a stretch and a
Leave
hydrate.
them be. Shut the door and keep going down the hallway.
Right on. You start heading down the hallway. We have 5 minutes left.
What's everyone else doing?
Dinner party. What are you doing?
I'm still scarfing down food like it ain't no one's business.
You keep stuffing down food. You finished off the turkey leg. You're now onto a large bit of salmon. It is wonderfully smoked with capers on top. Zelona, you're about 3/4 of the way through your coffee.
Wait, Zelona's now in the splash zone.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Zelona,
Yep.
you did say you'd move.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often, a bit of a salmon sticks to the side of your mug. As it's
Silena
devoured.
just casually flicks it off with one finger.
You do so?
Continues drinking her coffee. The coffee.
Jera, what are you doing?
Grumpily eating because I decided I can't have any more wine and it upsets me.
Fair enough. And Jazz.
Just carefully eating, slowly taking my time, and waiting for something to happen.
Well, you wait for something
I
to
have
happen.
at this point abandoned my salad as well. I'm just drinking the coffee.
It's your character's AFF.
Yeah.
Okay, well. The rest of the party, seemingly not happy with the silence, start talking amongst themselves, and you definitely see that, well, Lord Manax and Lord Cromsby, they start becoming very boisterous, very happy together, very, like, they are heavy drinking. Like, they're not even drinking the wine anymore. Like, they've got full-on, like, beer. Like, beers, whiskies, stouts, things like that. Mervac has switched from wine to what looks like a heavy liquor. Possibly whiskey. I'm not too sure. And everyone seems to be enjoying their meals, getting slightly drunker as the night goes on. Whilst while the singing continues. At this point, the sound of a gong rings out throughout the house. Mervac comes to attention, stops eating, his eyes wide. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back momentarily. He stands up, walks around the table, and leaves.
Oh boy.
I'd say for Moon Eye, the gong sound is much louder than it is for these guys down here. And that is where we will end today's session. As it is basically nearly bang on 10 o'clock, and I know you lot need to be off.
We're not gonna be here next weekend. So.
Yes, next week. So that's going to be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people down. So, shall we say next week is our day off?
No skip? Yeah.
skip.
that's about-
Yeah.
1 week skip?
We're going to a convention.
Yes.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Okay.
Will we be level 15 next week?
Yes, you all level up. So you're all, level 15, I believe.
What's up?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Make sure you let Will know,
Yes, I will let Will
Yeah.
know.
because Will tends to kind of wander into sessions like, shit, what level are we now? Fuck, what are we doing?
Yeah. Right, so
Yeah,
level,
and I'll
level
get
15
this stuff
and...
situated too.
Okay, so level 15 and no session next week. Cool. I'll actually make a quick note of that now. Actually, no, I'll just text him now. Fuck it. Where is he? There he is.
Slippery mine. Nice.
Noise.
At level 15, you acquire the greater mental strength. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws.
Very good.
Is that your ticket for here?
These are the old ones back when I had the issue with the app.
Alright, guys, I'm going to bed. I'm really tired.
That is fair
You
enough.
do that.
I need to be off because I need to
We're
be up
gonna go
at
wash
6.
a lot of laundry.
Fair. I need to be off because I need to be up at 6 in the morning.
Well,
Lovely.
see you guys later then. Not next week, but the week after.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no,
Yep.
for chat, no D&D session next week, but there will be. I'll probably stream something.
So I just gained elemental wild shape.
Elemental.
that's-
Oh. Yes.
Oh, shoot.
For anyone who doesn't know, like in chat,
That,
element.
and I also have contagion as a spell. Like that's. You know.
Oh no. Okay, right. You have to deal with that one. Yeah, basically, elemental wild shape is basically they get to turn into a elemental of their choice.
Nice.
Also, I'm going to slightly homebrew that spell. Things like other types of elementals you can also turn into. So, Split Vein, you could indeed, if you wish to, turn into a blood elemental.
Oh.
The element of surprise. Love that, Nox.
Bum, bum, bum.
And also the week after. Oh yes, I won't be here the week after that because I'm going to London.
Oh,
Yes. I'm going
2
to.
weeks off then.
I'm going to Crocsfest. No. Next week we're not here. The week after that, we are.
we are there. And then after that, yep.
Yeah.
Off again. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's you got it.
Wait, am I? Hold on.
Off on, off.
Am I thinking of
What,
time
yeah,
correctly? Give me a
cantrip
sec.
and a
I don't get any-
Lovely. What time? What date is Crocsfest? Just so I just want to make sure I've got this done correctly.
Good split class.
That's true. But I'm already.
I think it's the 8th.
Because of me, I only did just
The 8th, that means we are off 2 weeks in a row, because
Yeah.
next week it's the 1st.
Yeah.
So we'll be
Ah.
back to 15.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, the event is on the 7th, so I won't be here on the Sunday after. Yeah. So yes,
Okay.
we're 2
The
weeks.
15th, we're back.
Yes, the 15th we're back.
2 weeks.
Yes. Okie dokie.
Alright. Well, good night, everyone.
Yes. Good night, my dude. Have a good night.
Good night.
From the 6th to the 10th. Yes, I will be there from the 6th to the 10th. Cool. So yes, 2 weeks off, and then on the 15th we will resume D&D. I will obviously do other streams between now and then and all the rest. Cool. Why am I blushing? God damn it. I need to remember my hotkeys, damn it. with that, I am going to go to bed. Actually, I'm not really that tired, so do I do an all-nighter? I don't know.
You should at least try for some sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
I know you're not that tired, but it will kick your ass tomorrow.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Okay, yeah, I'll go and try and get some sleep anyway. Alright, so chat, that will be it for me today. I will probably stream in the afternoon tomorrow, honestly, because... yeah, because we're doing the event, and then I think we finish around 12, so I should be home by 1, and then I'll probably stream back 2 o'clock tomorrow. BST. Anyway, for now, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us in our little adventure through Blood and Bones, and we will catch you next time. Bye bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.